Hi guys, I'm going to be doing an American Civil War game in a couple of weeks, and just thought I'd put a video up of the table as it's coming together and the initial deployments. Yeah, we're going to be fighting a version of the fight for the peach orchard on the second day of Gettysburg, and to some extent it's going to be restricted by the number of troops I've got available, so I've scaled back some of the Union reinforcements and some of the initial Confederate troops on the table, just so I can manage within the figures that I've got. Let's have a look at the table first. So we've got the L-shaped shape of the Union battle line put in place by Sickles and his Third Corps. So this is the Emmitsburg Road running north to south up this table, and there's the farm and the peach orchard itself. Some of the maps I had a further orchard behind the farm, some didn't, so I put one in just because it looked somewhat more attractive. And then we track across the table towards the ridge that was behind the peach orchard, and I think this is the edge, though it is the edge of Little Round Top and some of Devil's Den with the fallen logs. That rock shouldn't be in the middle of the stream. That was there. I just was moving that to deploy some troops. All right, so that's what the table looks like. I think the table looks pretty good. Reasonable number of fences. Just put the fences where I think we'll need them in the game, because I've run out of fences, and you can see there are some bits of wood and other sticks that are in place of some of my sort of pre-made fences. But yeah, I think layout looks fun, and let's have a look at the Union positions. So holding the peach orchard itself, we have Graham's brigade. There were a couple of extra units added from a different brigade, one of the reinforcing units, to the Graham's brigade position. So I've included them in Graham's brigade for the order of battle for this game. They are the 2nd New Hampshire, which we have here holding the corner of the farm. They're actually veterans, and we also have the 3rd Michigan. These both came from a separate brigade. Both are veterans, both are equipped with, these guys are equipped with rifle muskets, as are the vast majority of the troops on the table. Actually, the 2nd New Hampshire have got repeating rifles, which could be particularly effective. And then we get the rest of Graham's brigade deployed along the road with a couple of artillery batteries, 6-gun batteries deployed to their front. We've got the 105th and 57th Pennsylvanian, the 114th Pennsylvanian, 141st Pennsylvanian, and the 68th Pennsylvanian, all holding the ridge, holding the fence line, holding the edge of the farm. And we've got some Union skirmishers from the 2nd New Hampshire deployed in the forest. So that's the first part of Sickles' deployment that is already in position. Then we have Trobion's brigade of the 1st Division of the 3rd Corps deployed in these woods to the flank of the position at the peach orchard. We have 110th Pennsylvania, 17th Maine, 5th Michigan, and the 40th New York deployed in those woods. And we've got some reinforcements coming up from a separate division. These are from the 5th Corps, and we have Tilton's brigade with the 18th Maine, the 118th Pennsylvania, the 1st Michigan, and the 22nd Maine. These are all trained troops, as I say, as are the majority of Graham's troops there. And the troops, we have some veteran units that are in the brigade in the woods, but a predominance of trained troops in the Union forces. And then we got some Union reserves. Then we got some reserves also of the 5th Corps. We have the 2nd Division Weeds Brigade, so this includes a bunch of Zouaves. Can't do an American Civil War battle without able to get my Zouaves on the table. 155th, 140th and 146th New York. 155th have Smoothmore muskets, 140th are elite, otherwise these are all veterans, and they have the 91st Pennsylvanian with them. They'll be also joining the table at this point here. Then coming in off this road, we've got some further Union reinforcements. We've got Union units of the 2nd Corps. We've got Kelly's Brigade, so these are the Irish Brigade, but very, very heavy casualties. Each of the Irish regiments was not much more than a company strong. So that unit in the rear is the 63rd, 69th and 88th New York. And then we've got the 28th Maine that make up a small brigade there. And then we have a 2nd Brigade from the 2nd Corps, Zook's Brigade, which have the 57th, 52nd New York, which is a very large unit, the 57th, the 66th, and 140th. 140th is actually from Pennsylvania, all the other units from New York. So we've got 4, 8, 9, 10 reinforcing Union regiments to defend this position. They'll come on after 2 and 4 turns into the game. All right, then, fighting these, we've got elements of, I think this is Hood's division, this is Mississippi Regiment, the 17th, 13th and 18th Mississippi, and another Mississippi Regiment the other side of these 2 Confederate gun batteries. These are only 4 gun batteries, and all of these regiments are elite, and they are normal or large size regiments. We've got 2 large size regiments. So a pretty powerful assault force that will be able to open the attack on the farm. Yeah, apologies, all of those Mississippi regiments are actually from Anderson's division. Now we have Hood's division down here. Hood's got Kershaw's brigade on table. This is a South Carolina brigade with the 8th, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 7th South Carolina. So 4 regiments attacking here. I think there are actually 5 in the brigade, but running short on Confederate troops. So we've got 2 Confederate brigades on the table attacking the peach orchard from both directions and these woods. And in addition to support these, we have 2 more, or elements of 2 more brigades from Hood's division. These are available immediately to form part of the attack, but they're coming on off table. So we've got Anderson's brigade here from Georgia. We have the 59th, 11th, 9th and 8th Georgia regiments, and then we have elements of Robertson's brigade, 2 of the Texan brigades units, actually the 1st Texan and the 3rd Arkansas. Both of these will count as elite units and large units. All the rebel units are veterans, other than the Texans and the Mississippi troops, who are right. So when all the units are finally deployed and we have all the action going on, we're going to have 25 Union regiments on the table. Vast majority of these regulars, with a few veteran units scattered in between them, such as the Irish Brigade, but remember those are very weak. So 25 Union regiments, mainly of trained status, and they're being attacked by 15 regiments of rebels, all veterans or elite. Hood's division especially is seen as one of the key veteran assault divisions of Lee's army at Gettysburg. So let's see if they could push the Union forces, as they did historically, out of this position in the Peach Orchard. Hope you enjoy the game. We'll be playing it next weekend, possibly over a couple of weekends. I'll post up the videos as and when it's ready, and look forward to your comments as always. Cheers everyone.